I don't know where to put it. I'm sorry. You like jazz? I tried. Don't use that. It's AX day 1. Day 0 was yesterday. So it's Thursday, July 5th. I woke up with quite a bit of anxiety. I don't know why. I think actually what it is that, you know, I haven't watched anime in almost a year now, so I'm really far behind. And you know that guilt you feel when you're just like, man, I should watch anime, but then it starts to feel like it's homework, and then you feel like you're so far behind that you don't want to do it, so it just perpetuates. Yeah, I feel guilty because I'm so far behind on anime, and I feel like I'm not gonna fit in. That's weird to say. It just feels that way. Oh man, conventions always made me feel weird because I'm not a complete weeb. I'm trash. I'm a piece of shit. Like, don't get me wrong. I love all that stupid shit. I'm like half normie basic bitch, and then I'm also trash. So it makes me feel like a phony because I see the passion in these people and they have so much love, and it makes me feel like I don't belong here because they're the true fans, and I'm over here just like, I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it. Anyway, I parked really far away. Like, really far. Like, can you see that? It says it's in reverse, isn't it? Because that's how mirrors work or whatever. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go and do that. I'm gonna walk. Oh no, I'm unfocused. So I'm in line right now. Oh, he's the guy from Danganronpa. So I'm in line right now to get the swag bag pickup because I heard that they're lady titty for the 4-day passes. I'm in no rush really to get into the hall. I mean, like, I don't know why Takemi from Persona 5. We're gonna play the cosplay game throughout the convention. Whenever I spot a cosplay, you know, I'll record it and then we can just play, see how many you can get correctly. That's Rem from Konosuba. Oh shit, that's actually pretty lit. It's Kirito. But Deadpool though. Hey. Sailor, yeah, Orange from Dragon Ball Z. Oh wait, I know this one. It's Mysterio and the Coon. I love your cosplay. Hey, it's your boy Mineta from Boku no Pico Academia. That's actually a pretty good dedication. They actually went to make themselves look like bones. Oh, she's even putting on white gloves. Like, that's lit though. Why Joseph?
Well, it's my favorite character from JoJo's Bizarre.
Is he the most fabulous Joestar to you?
Of course.
Oh my god, yes. Yes, you too. How do you feel about AX so far?
Got here and it's sweaty, but now I feel like I can take off my shirt and I'll feel really good, but then I'll probably get kicked out. I'm not really cosplaying.
Say you're cosplaying. No, you're Ronnie Kinsman with black hair.
Yeah, do your free cosplay. Just get into like some Speedos and be like, it's free.
Alright. We're great.
How do you feel, King?
I feel very empowered as a black man at an anime convention. That's my only response.
Give me a Wakanda Forever.
Oh, Wakanda Forever.
Hey, that's what's up.
I'm not allowed to do that.
Yes, you are. Todoroki from Boku no Pico Academia. the Mega Man. Oh shit, he's hoping for Proto Man. Oh, you got Green Man.
Green Man.
You got Luigi.
It is Leaf Shield, I think. Pretty sure.
Alright, so you already know that I had to come to the Faku booth. I'm coming for that good I hang out sweater. Whatever lewd shit I can find.
No.
I'm excited.
Honey, where's my super suit?
I knew it! Do you mind if I... Day 2. It's pretty hot. Holy shit, it's not okay. Do you see that shit? Luckily I didn't melt entirely, so yeah. I'm gonna go look at shit and try not to spend money.
Oh my god.
Anthony! Is that Takahata? Hi! Chris, hello. They're yeets! Fresh yeets! they smell. This is so great. I'm so happy. Hey, Faku party! Erica, hi!
Sandy?
Yes!
Give me some love. What was that?
Yeah, man! Yeah, what you got to say about this party, Erica?
What the hell? I've been losing my mind from start to finish and it ain't even over yet. Dude, by all means, it's only 10:24.
Puppy. Shuchandoji with the puppy. It's so tiny. convention is over now, so shooting doji was pretty nice. I had a lot of anxiety with people when people started rushing me to take pictures, so that was kind of scary. So I'm just now casual shooting because I'm probably just gonna go home. I'm sweaty, it's gross. I was only shooting doji for like a couple of hours, but you know, maybe someday I will wear her again. But the next time I wear her will be for a photo shoot. So yeah, I'm gonna go home. Oh my god, this is like so many weeks late. Wow, that was such a good video. Congratulations, yay. So there's a couple of things that stood out to me this year about AX. Number one being, this was the year of Fate Stay Night. Fate Grand Order, actually. It was everywhere. It was everywhere. They had the giant billboards that are a part of buildings on Figueroa Street in downtown LA of Saber, Mash, and Joan of Arc, the three waifus. And when I saw that, I'm like, we're taking over. Like, the weeds are taking over. Congratulations, guys, we've won. You know, they had so much money. Like, Fate Grand Order has so much money. Okay, so the giant banners on the inside when you walk in, you know, that say, welcome to Anime Expo. Right behind it was like, Fate Grand Order, Aniplex booth number, blah, blah, blah. And you're just like, wow. And they were throughout the whole convention and through the concourse hallways, wherever, where there were big, giant, wherever there was advertisement, there was Fate Grand Order. You know, last year, all of the cosplays were like, you know, of Boku no Hero Academia, I think, right? And then, like, you know how, like, when anime hits that boom, you know, it's usually at AX, it'll reflect what the popular anime was of that year. Like, however many years back it was Attack on AO10. But it's usually with anime. So I was really, really surprised that something, I thought it was niche, but it turns out it was way bigger than I even imagined. They had an event, they had a panel, they had a whole thing. It was the year of Fate Grand Order. I think what got at me was the buses. They actually had a bus that was a Fate Grand Order bus. I didn't get a picture of it, but it's on there on the internet somewhere. It was a bit egregious how far they went with marketing. The second thing that I truly believe AX was about was the weather. I cannot stress this enough. I know Anime Expo loves having AX on the 4th of July. That's their thing. It's the 4th of July weekend. But I think you gotta reconsider, buddy, pal. Because last year it was pretty insufferable. Last year's AX was bad, and we all learned from that. But this year's... Alright, don't question it. He's just gonna be in the video. Okay, I know it's absolutely impossible unless we had someone who could tell the future, but it really feels like they were like, when is the hottest day of the year? Alright, that's when we're holding AX. And it's like, don't do that. You know, here are some tweets. It wasn't just a joke. Like, it was probably the hottest days of the year. The real feel being 116 going the highest. And, like, people were melting. It was bad. So I guess, you know, when they send you those customer feedback reviews, I'm gonna change the date. Because you know what? The day after, the temperature went back to normal. It's as if they planned it. I swear to God. You're going to hear a very strongly lettered review to change the date of Anime Expo. Maybe like the weekend after or the weekend before. I feel like July is, you know, the beginning of July is when it gets really hot here in LA. So it won't kill you. You'll still make the same amount of money, I promise you. What? Deku. And then the last thing is I cosplayed Shootin' Doji from Fate Grand Order. It was a lot. I mean, I had my ass out. I actually had my ass out the whole time, you know. But, you know, like that was one of the most adventurous... I've never cosplayed like that before. I've never actually cosplayed, I would say, for real. I've always done the thing where you buy a pre-made cosplay off of a really shitty Asian website, and it's made out of that disgusting material that shouldn't even be called material, and it's just poor quality. And it's not that that isn't cosplay, it's just to me that isn't, you know, the full-fledged, I'm going ham cosplay. And so, you know, I was lucky enough to have Yuki, You-Rocket on Twitter, make Shootin' Doji for me. And it was a magical experience. I went to Dallas and I got the whole thing made. That's gonna be its own video, maybe not. It was nice. I think, though, I was just really nervous because I've never been that exposed in public, and also because I lack self-confidence. Right, Deku? I don't know. You know, the grass is always greener. I'm a little fat here, I'm a little pudgy there. And, you know, I guess objectively, comparatively to other people, I am skinny. But to me, you know, there are places I can tighten up. Like, I got the little tummy fufa, the cookie pouch where I store my cookies, you know? And, you know, a lot of flabbiness that I wish that, even if it's not fat, it's just, I wish I could tighten up, you know? But I tried my best before I asked to work out, and it wasn't noticeable. But I really liked the way it turned out. I think it may be because my cosplay was nice, or maybe because it's just the etiquette of AX, but when you go down into the South Hall entrance floor, that's where all the cosplayers hang out, and that's where people take pictures. And when the second I sat down my stuff, and I pulled out my fan, and I stood there, I was swarmed, and it kind of became like a feedback loop, right? Where like, one photographer with a big fancy camera comes and takes a picture, and then more follow suit because they see, oh, there are people crowding around her, I want in on this too. And so the crowd got bigger and bigger and bigger, and I didn't even have time to think. I was so nervous, and I was sweating, and all of my, my cosplay was just straps with double-sided tape covering my nipples and vagina. And I was sweating it off, and it was scary, but I couldn't stop posing. So I didn't, and you know, it was one of those things where it's no time to think, you just jump into the deep end, because they were all just swarming me, and they didn't know that I was an amateur cosplayer. They didn't know this was my first time. They didn't know I was nervous. They didn't know, and that was okay, because then it was on me, right? For all they knew, I was confident as so I was like, I gotta own this. So like, immediately I was like, poses, and I didn't practice any poses, so I was just like, and so I went all out, and it was fun. You know, I was only in the costume for all about 2 hours, probably, but I really liked the way it felt and the way it came out. Lastly, again, much like the E3 video, I want to thank all of my friends, but mostly Zach. Zach, you're the MVP. You were with me the whole time. You know, and my other friends, like Rich, warned me about my abusive ex. He was there at AX, and that was, you know, it's a given. Everywhere, any convention I go to, he's most likely going to be there because he is a part of the industry. So, you know, and it's one of those things where, like, I just have to live with it and be strong and move forward, but it, you know, it caused a lot of anxiety on day one. As you saw, like, at the beginning of the vlog, I was super nervous, and it was because, my friends messaged me and they were like, just so you know, he's here. And I really appreciate people taking the time out of their day to keep me in their thoughts, because they know it's something I have to deal with, and they're considerate of me, so that was really nice. Luckily for me, where he was located was completely apart from anything that I gave two shits about. So I just avoided it completely, and it worked out. All in all, though, I think AX, aside from the heat, was a lot of fun. I got to revisit a lot of friends, and I got to cosplay. And hopefully those pictures will be out soon on Twitter, and you'll be able to see the photo shoots that I did, and then eventually I'll do an actual photo shoot with Shootin' Doji, right? The next video is going to be about this thing. Oh. You see this little pupper? So let's have fun and do that. And remember to smile, because, say it, Deku, kindness is everything. I'll see you guys in the next whatever.